Get mad with the coaches and shit.
Yeah, commentator was funny. He's all, yeah, he's all, that's amazing. Mom, we thought that we thought that she was funny. He did. He even said it during one of the, I think it was during her.
And you want to start with Tim or you want to bring him in?
Start with it. So I can sit out here and make sure everything's smooth for you. Oh, uh, yeah,
And we're
And we're
live. Look
live.
at that. It's 7:29. It is leap year, February 29th.
Oh, that only happens once every 4 years.
Every
huh?
4 years, hot off the mats. Getting ready for Rising Stars Muay Thai coming up on Saturday. Today we have we're bringing on my daughter, Taylor Maquinita Becerra.
Hello.
Hey babe, how you doing today? Huh?
Grab that mic.
There you
Yeah,
go.
speak into
There
it.
you go. I know this is gonna be harder because Dad's on the other end of this microphone. I'm not gonna give you a hard time. We wanted to bring you on the show, and like we had Johnny on before his title match. You are the lone Maquina fighting this weekend for the Rising Stars Muay Thai. How you feeling, babe?
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to gain a little bit of weight between the last fight and this one, huh?
Yeah.
Do you enjoy eating a little more?
Yeah.
Good. Feel stronger?
Yeah.
Nice.
I intentionally on Monday we ate made sure she got her Spanish rice and
Nice.
frijoles.
Yeah.
I made her a bowl.
How good was that?
Oh, so good.
How long had it been since you had something like that? Because you were cutting weight for the last one.
Like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Hey,
Okay.
and this is how disciplined you were, and I did appreciate this. Is that it was she asked for a bowl,
Mm-hmm.
so staying away from the tortillas. But again, you walk around at about 130 pounds. Are you looking forward from this last weekend that you competed at Valley Fight Series 14, your first pancration match, that you won by majority decision? All right. How was that for you?
I liked it. I think, like you have said, I could have finished her like 3 different times, but I want to stand and bang with her.
No, I that was evident. Even when you had like mount and back, and she had chokes, and then she'd start to choke, but you could totally tell she's like, I'm just doing this because Dad's yelling at me right now. But a couple times I think you even pushed her down and got up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, so it was a long day. It was a long day for you, babe. I think we got there about 3:00 and you went on about 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
When you walked out to that cage, that you've been out to the ring before in a Muay Thai fight, full contact Muay Thai fight. What was the feeling that you got when you walked out to your music? And there was actually a big crowd there by the time 9:30.
There was,
which was the sold out crowd.
Yeah.
At Table Mountain.
How many people were there, Misa? As a solo crowd, do you have any idea?
No, you didn't get the capacity there.
Bring the risers down.
Yeah. No, and like I said, our people even said that they ran out of concessions, and it was
A lot of
popping.
people.
So you went out there and it was loud.
Yeah.
It was loud. And Harper Wheeler, shout out to Harper Wheeler and
Tough kid, huh?
Halo,
Yeah.
BJJ in Fresno, man. Thank you guys. She was a little beast. She came out, and I told you, if she's really nervous and scared, she's gonna come out like a little dog if that's what's inside of her. And she did. She came out hot. But the feeling walking out, to your own walkout music and the lights, the crowd, the cage. This was your first time in the cage. What was that feeling like for you?
I liked it better.
You liked it better?
Yeah.
Was it exciting for you?
Yeah.
Did you?
I wasn't as nervous.
No, that's awesome, right? That to have that at 13 years old, to go out there in front of even if we downplay it, let's say 1,000 people.
You've also kind of had a little bit of experience doing stuff like that, coming out the crowds and having to perform in front of them, haven't you?
Yeah, you grew up dancing.
Yeah.
You grew up dancing. Yeah, no, definitely. Once you got in, started connecting on your first few punches, you went on one there for a little bit, where you didn't
I
really
realized
want-
I was stronger, and I was like, I'll bang on her at this point.
Yeah. And I think to that point, Misa, you're behind the camera today. Thank you so much for picking up the slack that Beto left behind. Good looking out, Beto. As a spectator from the outside, like you knew her, but watching the other fights too, when she came out, that was a pretty damn exciting fight.
Yeah, I did a video on it, and I do recaps, and I labeled that one as Fight of the Night. Had some hate for it, whatever, but fuck it, it was the funnest one to watch.
Hey, and I tell you what, obviously I'm biased because she's my daughter, and it was our team, but Harper Wheeler made it exciting, made it a good fight. So we're aggressive, we're confident, we're brash, but we never disrespect game where we see game, and when we see people respecting, we respect them back.
Yeah.
So but if I see cowardice or chicken shit, I will call it out. But if people respect me straight, man, I would never allow you guys to be disrespectful. But she was very respectful. You guys, it was just an awesome freaking vibe. And then for it to be kind of maybe a third of the way of the show, maybe halfway through the show, because this freaking show went on for fucking ever, man. It went on forever.
What time did it end?
Ended at 11:30.
11:30.
p.m.
What time did it start? It was like
No
3.
way. He went out at 11:30.
Started at 3:30.
He went
3:30?
Like 11.
11?
Mhm.
Damn.
Long.
Very,
Very
day.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So by the time you went out there, it was about 7.5 hours.
Good amount of time.
By the time you went out there, it was about 6 hours. But no, you went out there and did your thing. I'm proud of you. You definitely represented the brand, and with that experience, moving on to this weekend, because you're going to turn around and you'll be in a full contact Muay Thai fight on Saturday with Lisette Tepec from Omni Movement, right? Yeah, thank you, Lisette. Thank you, Coach Stephen Cowell. Thank you for the opportunity. But going from last weekend to this weekend, what's your mentality going into this fight?
I know that I'm going to be getting it's a full contact, hits to the face.
Are you looking forward to that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Did you want to throw her in the face in the last one? Yeah.
It's not like you didn't get your hits to the face either. You
did.
Banging on
Got a
each
point
other.
taken away for that.
Hey, I tell you what though, I was like, let him.
Yeah.
Let him. They look like, everybody's fine with it. Harper's a tough girl. If she wants to hit my daughter in the face, let her. Come on, let's go. So it was like one of those things for me. But this weekend, you can specifically, target the face with kicks as well. So you're excited for that. The Rising Stars Muay Thai, I believe, is very traditional, so it'll be a new environment for you and competing with that traditional.
You've gotten to compete in both of the cage and the ring. Which one did you enjoy more? Or was there a difference? The cage?
Or hold on to that. You got Saturday. You'll be back in the ring. I think our footwork, if applied properly, it doesn't matter what atmosphere it's in. An alleyway.
A floor is a floor. Just move.
Alleyway. But definitely look forward to this weekend. Look forward to seeing the growth from one weekend to the next, because that's got to be it's got to be a good opportunity, because you don't have any injuries. You're good to go. Going into this next fight, you're healthy, and you just had an experience where maybe at times in the fight you maybe held your breath. You were rushing things, and that's why you couldn't find that finish. So it's got to be cool thinking that this weekend you go into that and you get to work on some of that stuff. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good opportunity for me to work on, especially my footwork, because my footwork in my last fight wasn't there the way it needed to be.
Yeah, it was there in bits and pieces, but what about the breathing?
The breathing, I feel like my breathing was better this fight, but it still could have been better. I could have taken deeper breaths, and I held my breath once we started, like once I got on top of her because I didn't know what to do. But
well, you did, but you were just blanking out.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing that I love to always, you know, when I compare our style to other styles, is I always say that we strike first,
Mhm.
and that's our love. That's really where we want off, because that's what people want.
Yeah,
People want two people smashing on each other.
it's exciting.
It's yeah, it's fun too. It's fun to watch, man. It's fun to watch animals do shit like
It
that.
is.
You know? So for us, it's ingrained from day one
Yeah.
that you have to strike in all positions. And it's funny that we train in all aspects, but when you're in a fight and the fight or flight is hitting and you have to respond, I mean, what better skill to go to than banging? You know what I'm saying? My respect to you for going out there and respecting our brand and doing what we do. Looking forward to seeing you on Saturday
Mhm.
and watching the growth and the opportunities that will arise from that. You know, so thank you for coming on. Hope I didn't make you too nervous. All right. Well, with that, you know, let's give her a hand. Yeah, it took a
Thank
lot.
you.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Maquinita Becerra.
Bye-bye.
So, come on down.
And
girl.
then now we welcome.
I was just getting fancy for a second. Okay, my bad.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Welcome back to this side of the lens.
How you feeling?
Oh, ready to chat.
Yeah, you've been freaking busy.
Got some shit to say.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. I love it.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
You've been freaking going, girl. You've been going because we've been doing just a little portion of that. And I'm like, holy crap! I'm ready for it. I'm ready for this weekend to go do what we got to do and then get back and get focused on building up to the next opportunity that arises. With that said, you know, Valley Fight Series 14, that was our first experience there, you know, at Table Mountain Casino, Fresno community, heavy crowd.
It's a beautiful
there.
casino.
Beautiful
Yeah.
casino.
It's a nice
Yeah.
venue.
Yeah,
That is
it's
a nice
really,
venue.
really nice.
Yeah. And I love the passion.
Mhm.
I love to go to, we're never at home. We're always away. We're always fighting guys that other people don't want to fight at the time that we fight them. We're never favorites. Our brand is an underdog brand, you know, but fuck, I tell you what, if you wanted to be an underdog, that was a good place to be.
Yeah.
That was a
I had
good
no
place to
idea
be.
how much martial arts Fresno is involved with. I had no idea until my last show with Valley Fight Series. I had no idea how
It's a big city.
Yeah. Oh,
all
man,
that valley. Like I had no idea how big martial arts is
That your
is
first
there.
time working on that side?
Yeah. So
Really?
seeing that, and you don't think like it's gonna be like that.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
fucking
It was a
farmland.
fucking sold out crowd. I had
Yeah.
a lady in the back saying that was the biggest gate that they had made since the remodeling and the opening of that venue. And again, I don't know what the number was, but it was more than 1,000 people.
Oh, for
Absolutely.
sure.
So
Easily.
yeah. So
A
for
lot.
fighters, that are coming up and looking to build on their experiences, that was a hell of an experience. Now there was other sides of it that were kind of a pain in the ass. Like it's tough to wait 7 hours before you fight. If that was the case, I told him, I said, maybe next time we can get a room and. And again, we wanted to fight. So our main concern was, give us the show. What's the show? What's the win money?
Tell
What's
us
the
when to
show
show
money?
up.
What's
Right.
the weight? We just want to be there. We wanted to get him started this year, and that was a focal point. But after the drawn out, the weigh-ins, the back and forth driving that, you know, I didn't consider. I was just happy that we were an hour and a half away from home.
Yeah.
Because that was the closest we've
That
ever
felt
been.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the closest we've ever been. You know, even if we were still going to be the underdogs, you know, it was at least we're close, you know. So,
You had 30 Alpha family out there.
oh,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And
Shout
I
out to
tell you
them.
what, all of our supporters,
Thank you,
everybody that
guys.
went, we fucking love you. You guys were fucking awesome. For us to, you guys were not drowned out. And that was pretty damn amazing in a venue that sold out, that wanted us dead. We could hear you guys, man. That was badass. Like, it had me fired up. It had me fired up. Like I said, yeah, I could have got in that son of a bitch that night. That's how I felt. You know, at any time, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was a great atmosphere. I tell you what, it was hostile, and I liked it. I fucking liked it, man. And I could just do a little better with the weigh-ins, the actual execution of
Yeah.
the weigh-ins and stuff. Would have been a little better, you know, not standing around having to wait to weigh in when you're the co-main.
Yeah.
Right.
And you guys would have been able to show up later that night, but we had Johnny and then we
Taylor.
had Tay.
Yeah.
So you would have been able to show up at 6:00.
Mm.
That was your show up time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know, with
I was
everybody
still
else,
happy to be there.
that's what's
Yeah.
hard. That's what's hard
Yeah.
about having so many people on the card.
And then all the little things like the waiting in the back lot,
Mhm.
like the travel that we didn't. Those are all parts of the game, man.
Yeah.
They're not
Mhm.
excuses. It's just
Mm-mm.
facts.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's only an hour 30, but I don't know if you guys know that's a rough hour 30 to get out to the Fresno
Yeah,
area.
well,
It's boring.
When I counted up the weigh-ins and the show, I mean, we traveled 360 miles,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, and
Back to back.
on back-to-back days, and then, you know, so yeah, I would definitely prepare, improve on logistics on our end too. But as far as like the show and the atmosphere, definitely dug it. Just wish there would have been a little bit more, like the fights wouldn't have ended so late.
Mm.
'Cause that was a long time.
Mhm.
But let's get back to the show. Our man over here was the co-main event, then got moved up to the co-main event because I believe a heavyweight fight dropped out
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
So that was cool. you
Yeah.
know,
I was more than thankful for that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so,
dope.
So we
Shit.
went out there, didn't get the result we wanted.
No.
No, definitely prepared for overhands and
Mhm.
takedowns.
Mhm.
You know, at the sound of the bell, you went out there, and from your point of view in your mouth, you know, tell us, please.
So we went out there. Fight started off right off the bat. We both engaged literally within the first few seconds. We both engaged. We both threw our strikes at the exact same time. I threw an uppercut. He threw an overhand. He took his head off center. I didn't. So his overhand landed. My uppercut missed. And there was enough power in his overhand to hit me right in the button. And my lights completely went out.
Yep.
So that's exactly what happened. And to be fair, I kind of deserve that for not even going out there and setting up my distance. It's kind of a rookie move to go out there and just base it on a whim, because I thought he was going to take a shot. I had a bit of a hunch that he was going to go straight for a shot.
He was, yeah, and
But
I think leading up to the fight, I even said he
Yeah.
was coming hot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know,
So I anticipated him just shooting for the legs, so I threw that uppercut. And hey, it's the name of the game.
Yeah, definitely heartbreaking on our end and all your supporters, because we know how hard you work.
Yeah, but
With that
that's
said,
what fighting is.
is we don't ever claim to be these unstoppable superheroes ever. That was our first knockout
Mm-hmm.
as a team, and but there's a first for everything all the time, man. And definitely wanted to give you your time afterwards, because I know you, brother. We've spent a lot of time together. We've shed blood together. We've done everything together. So, you know, I knew that it wasn't going to be this deep, dark, fucking,
No, my mind doesn't work that way.
No, I understand. Neither does mine.
Yeah.
And I don't think we'd be
I
where
can't
we
sit
are
around
today.
and feel sorry for myself.
No, because that does nothing for you.
No.
And this is for all the folks out there that are dealing with any kind of emotional, psychological, PTSD, past trauma stuff. I tell you what, there is nothing that you cannot overcome. We go into things wanting the best, but understanding that the worst can always happen.
Yeah, no, I would never in my life have stepped in that cage if I wasn't okay internally with something like that happening, or even worse.
Yeah. And I would have, and I, as a coach, as a mentor, I would have never put you in there, if you didn't have the skills and the capabilities. And I tell you what, 9 times out of 10, that ends up different.
Yeah.
That was the 1 time out of 10. And guess
it happens.
That's what we got to do, man. That is the brand. So at no point in time did we ever duck. I never ducked my head in shame. I was never ashamed of you. I was never upset with you. What my biggest thing is, we still have a whole bunch of people out there that haven't completely seen what we do.
Yeah.
And for me, that was like, damn, they didn't get to really see who you are. But we are going to see who you are, because that's not the end of you.
No, I do have to. They gave me a 45-day suspension for concussion protocol, which I get. I feel fine. I'm good, but stay on the lookout.
Yeah.
Yeah, they already want you back. I got a message, so.
Yeah, well, no, and that's the thing is this is what we're built for. I wouldn't put you on Team Maquina and you wouldn't be with us if you couldn't deal with this.
Yeah.
And if you showed that you couldn't, for our boy out there, we're thinking about you, homie. We love you. All right. We're here for you. Then we'd give you a break. You know what I'm saying? And I know the prototype will be back. He will be back. Talked to him the other day. It was good to hear from him. But our teams, that's why we don't just accept fighters from everywhere here. And I think that's kind of funny, right? Because I was thinking about that the other day. I was thinking that dudes want to come over here, and because they say they're fighters, they want me to go, ooh, you're a fighter. You can fight for us. Fuck that, man. This is what I want. This is what the fuck I want. My daughter that sat there, that's what I want. Johnny, that's what I want. That's what we want here. That's what a Maquina is we are super uber fucking focused. And there's not one knockout or one chokeout or one ass beating, and I'm fucking waiting for that shit, right? That's gonna make us go away. And
to be honest, when things like that happen, it only adds a bit more drive to me.
Yeah, no,
I don't know why.
I love
that's
it.
just
It
the way my
definitely
mind
does to
works.
me, dude.
Yeah.
I thrive off of hatred. If people want to hate, they fucking
to all those people that looked up and were super happy to watch that happen to me. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys would be shocked.
Thank
I mean, it's in your track record. I think there's been 2 pivotal moments. The first one was when you fought that Hector guy the first time, and all he did was grapple you.
Yeah.
You came back and you knocked him out in 28 seconds. The second time was when Michael TKO'd you. Still could have fought, by the way. TKO'd you, and then you came back
that
and
was
when
an early stoppage.
Yes.
It was
That was
even admitted by Ref Brian.
It was a great. It was a great punch.
No, fuck that, dude. Hey, you know that, B. I said I love you, bro, but we all make mistakes.
the ref came up to you after. He goes,
It was still a greatly placed punch that rocked me.
Yeah, but nonetheless, your next 2 fights after that, you won.
Yeah.
In spectacular fashion.
Thank you.
And they were championship fights.
Yeah. So
that fight was we were getting greedy. We wanted a 125-pound belt. And we're fucking greedy, man. We're coming. It doesn't matter. And you better hope you land that punch. Like Elizondo, Thank you, bro.
Yeah, no,
Thank you so much,
congratulations, man.
Like, dude, I'm
That was
telling you, there's no hate.
beautifully
And Fresno,
placed.
Fresno, I know you don't fucking like the 209 that much, but guess what? We're coming back.
It's true.
All right. and love us or fucking hate us. You know, you can't stop this shit. And there isn't one moment that is going to dictate or predicate what we're gonna do later. Like, you know what? We're gonna do what we do.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, like I said, failure makes us hungry because just means we got to work harder for our food. You know, so I love it. I love it because it's a perfect opportunity to display what we're really about here. And for all the folks out there, this isn't just a fighter platform thing for us. Like, we look at it like my seniors, my youth, teenagers and kiddos out there, you know, all my folks that come through here. It's everybody.
Yeah.
We're using combat sports as a platform to get attention and to draw interest on what we do here.
But you've been utilizing it as a tool for growth.
Absolutely.
For a long time.
So this is all about, you know, neuro, bio and physio stimulation and advancement, man.
Get in tune with yourself.
It's it, you know, so it's bigger than just fighting. It's for us.
Yeah.
You know, fighting, to me, the way I look at it is and that's why I said that they haven't seen everything yet. Because if they did, I think people would definitely look at us differently. They already look at us differently, but it's just because we go back there and we're not like fucking super personable and shit. And we're really focused on what we're doing. I'm focused on coaching. I'm focused on my fighters. I'm not focused on networking and being friends with everybody. But I'm not a dick to nobody. You know, you conversate with me, I'll conversate with you. Probably won't take the conversation super far, but, you know, I'm focused, you know. But that's the thing is when you're like that, you can actually relate and translate that to fighters. And shout out to my seniors again with Parkinson's. You guys are fucking killers.
Yeah.
You know, and more folks out there. And I've talked to them. I've thrown it around about coming on the show and stuff, right? But they're like, nah. They're just old school, humble dudes that are trying to get the most out of their life and the mindset. And I'll come back to that, right? That's the brand, really. That's why that's our fifth phase or component of fitness and in life and in combat is the mindset. And the reason I leave it to the end, because I realize it's the hardest thing to attain.
Yeah.
It's taken years. You are not the same individual that walked in here.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. And not even last year. You're a different individual than last year.
And I will be tomorrow.
From fucking Saturday.
Yeah.
And to me, I love that. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? Because I look for that in actions and body language, and I look for that. It's not, you can say whatever you want to me, but it's always going to be about what you do. You know, so if you don't do what you say, you know,
and you're just making noise.
Well, and I'm probably gonna fucking diss. I'm probably not gonna be very nice to you. And it's because I take what we do seriously, very seriously, because throughout the years that I've been here, no matter what anybody wants to downplay what physical trainers do, right? I've seen people's lives changed. So, and it's from an unconventional approach. It's not from what people know and see. Everybody's seen fighting. Nobody's really seen the full potential of a Maquina. They've just seen bits and pieces. Even with belts hanging on the wall and accolades, they still haven't seen Esteban at even 70%, 80% of what he does here at the shop. Because if they did, it'd blow their freaking minds. They'd be like, how does he move like that? You know, damn, how's his timing like that? Oh shit, how'd he do that? right?
It's all thanks to you.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you. You know, I just try to lead by example, and that's the brand. Is lead by example. So we take our L's and we take them gracefully. We take them like, you know, like, fuck it, give me more, because it's only gonna make me stronger. It's not gonna kill me. So for all the people out there that struggle with mental health and issues in their lives, that feel like, you know, they cannot overcome, I'm telling you, yes, you can. You just have to want to, and you got to be willing to accept the reality of things, and accept the fact that you control how you move forward. Nobody else does.
Yeah. You're liable for your own actions.
That's it. That's it. And everything you do is a reflection of that character.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you don't like who you currently are, then just start doing other things.
Start doing
It's
other
that
things,
simple.
You know, stop by.
Yeah.
Let's chop it up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're not just all about fighting. You know, sometimes a little exercise, sometimes a little temperature therapy, sometimes a nutritional change.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, just creating habits that will, alternative habits that will be in place of the habits that you want to kick.
Yeah.
You just switch them out.
Start improving yourself.
Find some balance, and then you'll be okay with failing. You'll be okay with not getting the results you want out of things sometimes, and you'll more inwardly reflect on
Why.
And what
Why?
can I do different?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's never what the world does.
No.
It's always what you do.
Yeah, it is.
You know, so it's not. No matter how much we want to blame shit.
Mm-hmm. Because it's easier.
Yeah.
So much easier to be like, this is the reason that this happened, but it isn't. Most of the time, it's because of you.
Yep. Absolutely. And Isa, the show on Saturday for you, overall, how do you think we represent our brand? Because we didn't mention Johnny either.
Right.
Yeah, Johnny went out. It was like the first or second grappling match.
Yeah. Yeah, he was the second one
It
out.
is tough to try to do stuff that quick of a time, though. With one round as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was coming off of the Muay Thai fight. You could tell.
That's how I took it. I took it as the focus was the weekend before. It was a title fight. It's way more important than him
Mhm.
going in there for 5 minutes and cage grappling. But I felt like he couldn't, like he was having a hard time putting the pieces together. That guy never had the RNC. Never had it. John, no. Johnny had that hand, and then once the reversal happened, I felt like it was taking a long time for Johnny to have something click in terms of a submission or something of that sort.
Even his guard pass, he was posting the leg like I wanted. He wasn't using the elbow to force, because the kid, you could tell, was crossing his ankles.
Yeah.
So he was at the end of his guard. So just a little bit of elbow pressure to the inside of the knee, the quad, right? The lower quad.
Yeah.
What I wanted to do was, as he adjusted for it, to sweep
Right.
and get that mount, you know, and with 5 minutes, the way I look at it in grappling, I believe it should be 10 minutes, because you get tired 5 minutes into it.
Yeah.
And when you get tired, then the true skill and
that's when people start making those mistakes.
Yeah.
Then you get to learn who is actually the better grappler.
Right. Yeah. I know that's how in cage grappling goes, is the 5 minute. I know like submission only grappling tournaments are 10 minutes, and then you do the last whoever takes mount first or whatever. So that's probably a better outlet. But yeah, it's just all it is was the engine started. Clicking.
It just sputtered. Yeah, it just didn't get going.
You could tell because it started once he was there. You could tell on his face. He was like, well, shit, like, I can do this, but shit,
pissed.
how do I get there?
Again, I wanted him to put cage pressure and grind on the kid a little bit and have him feel his power. and then probably work on a single. You know, he went for the trip, and because he wasn't up against the cage, that's why he got his back.
Yeah.
I told him that too.
Yeah.
Because you know me, I'm gonna fucking tell you when you fuck up. You know, I won't grind it in like, you know, be a jerk about it, but I will point out, like, again, I'm critical and objective. I'm a critical, objective coach. I'm a critical and objective father. I'm critical and objective of myself. That's why, you know, I think I told you earlier, ain't no fucking egos here. And that it makes everything we do, which is already extremely difficult to do, it makes it so much easier to be around the guys I'm around, because there is literally no egos there. You know, it's not like, you know,
we all want everybody to do better.
Yeah. And as long as we're working hard and everything that we're doing is lined up to that and it runs parallel with that, that's what we want. That's what we want. Again, Matchmaker Bailey, Valley Fight Series, thank you guys for having us out. Definitely not the show we wanted, but we still showed up, and you know, we'll do it again whenever, man.
She had fun. Bailey walked up to me. I took my break when Tay was fighting, because I'm like, I can't commentate this shit. Hell no. You guys are going to catch me slipping, saying some crazy shit. So I told Von Flu, this is all you. And I went to go eat my sandwich, and Bailey comes up to me. She goes, I tried saying good luck to Tay, and she didn't take that dang smirk off her face. She was just staring right through me. She goes, I'm scared of that little girl. I said, yeah, I hear you. I'm scared of that little girl too.
She banged.
Yeah.
Banged.
She loved it. She loved it.
And that's what's cool, because, you know, yes, that is our brand. We like to throw. We just like to do it with a little bit more tact.
Yeah.
You know, but she's only 13. She didn't get the opportunity, like the guys, we brought them up, you know, through smokers.
EMTs.
Yeah, I was telling somebody that the other day about her process.
Tay's first fight was full contact, boom.
Muay Thai.
Yeah, Muay Thai. And then we did a couple PMTs, but we had to do at the PMTs, there would be no girls that wanted to fight her, so we'd have to take on like
20-year-olds,
20-year-olds,
26-year-old.
You know, so definitely that is our brand. We're entertainment.
Yeah.
We're violence and entertainment, and that's what we show up to do. And if we get, you know, taken out in the process, we're okay with that.
So be it.
Yeah, because guess what? That means you brought more violence than us at that moment. Fuck yeah.
Kudos to you.
Well, I remember when we walked out, like, I was excited for you. I was excited for the moment. I was excited for the crowd. And when they were cheering Elizondo, I was even clapping on Elizondo, like, fuck, dude, yeah, damn. You got a lot of people here. Holy shit.
You gotta get some of them tracksuits, coach. You see that shit?
Yeah. I would come up with a little different style, you know, but yeah, no, tassels and shit. The Bud Light paid me. I wear a shiny suit, tassels, fucking hat, light. But no, and even when they were booing, I was like, fuck yeah, man. Like, you know, to me, that's the challenge. That's the true test of a fucking warrior.
Yeah.
Is to go into people's backyards, and
you've had so much of that in your career.
Their whole career.
Yeah.
And I remember telling them when they were amateurs, hey, when you guys go pro, you guys are gonna have to be able to take the fights with those 4-1, 5-0 prospects. You know, those Division I college wrestlers.
That's what he was. I didn't know that.
You know, and we're there now. You know, so definitely have to find that recipe to psychologically click.
Yeah.
And for me, honestly, as I watch you guys, I think, you know, how would I have started out that fight? You know, and there's some fights that given your opponent, I would have went right out there like I do in sparring with you guys. But I noticed that people don't come at you. And that was the thing too, is when Elizondo came in, bro, like, you're not scared to engage with.
No, that's we
You weren't like jumping
No,
away, trying to like. My advice to you is, what it's been for fucking the last, I don't know, 5 fucking fights. Move your
Yeah.
feet. Move your feet. It's the one thing that we do that other people don't do very well, you know, and we do it from both stances, and we strike while we're moving. And for you guys out there that are stance changers, all right, let me tell you something. You're not on the nothing big. We've been on that shit for years. I've been doing that for years, creating my style. Can you fucking switch stances and strike while you move and then set up other strikes? Because that's what I'm talking about. Because that's what these guys can do when they're clicking on all cylinders. Can I fucking move with my feet, hit you with my hands, and clear my head to figure out where my next 2-3 strikes are going to be? Because that's how we train. And you've been in here live seeing it, you know? So to me, like that these are the levels that I'm thinking about around here. So if it takes a fucking KO loss on that platform to fucking get you to that next level, well, then that's what the fuck it takes. And that's the thing, is that's where the no egos comes into play and the mindset comes into play. Is that's why we're going to accomplish what we say we're going to accomplish, because there's nothing outside of us that is going to affect the inside of us. And that's the brand. And that's what I'm trying to teach people, all our members here, everybody that comes through here. That's the klecha. That's the lesson. That's the lesson plan here, is to train you to be impervious to external obstacles, trials, tribulations, right? Impervious to it, because you're going to have them. You know, you're not going to get out of everything unscathed. You know, you're going to take your bumps. You're going to take your bruises. You got to learn. You got to utilize them as lessons, and you can't do that if you're caught in your feelings. You can't do that if you know, you're blaming other shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I see that a lot, and you hear it a lot in the fight world too. You hear it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got fucking excuses on
Yep.
why they didn't perform. We don't have no excuse. You got fucking caught. There's no excuses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, back to the fucking drawing board. When we show you guys exactly what we need to show you, everybody will be like, holy crap. It's like they reinvented the wheel with fighting. They did something that the switch dancing, man, that's just the beginning of it. That's just the beginning. So we're eager to get back and continue to train the way we train, because the more we train it, the more it gets ingrained into our brain and our nervous system, and it becomes second nature.
Instinctual.
And for me, that's one of the things, that's one of the reasons too why in training I'm okay with engaging, because as soon as you throw,
yeah,
I move.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't move away. I actually move towards you. So that's what we're going to continue to work on. And Tay, you got your shot on Saturday to go out there and continue to show that our the resilience and the strength of our brand, baby. So with that said, you know, I think that should wrap it up. You got anything, Ma?
That's it.
That's it.
Yep.
Maquina, listo. Siempre adelante. From the bottom of our hearts, man, we truly believe that. Forever, always forward. You know what I'm saying? So thank you, guys. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.